Hello.
Hi, we're back a little bit late,
Welcome
but we are
back.
so ready.
We are ready now.
Yeah.
The Hawaiian Mint team is back. We're ready and excited to see season 37 of The Amazing Race. It looks like a really incredible season. Twists and turns at every moment, and it's just going to be awesome. And thank you for those who are joining us. We wanted to kind of do a little something different.
We got to see we're the current season before this one, so
We had it. Well, hold on. The mic. We just said all those beautiful things, and the mic was off. So let us repeat. Hi, everyone.
Hi, everyone. I hope you
Ricky
can
and
hear us
César
now.
here. Season 36 winners. We're very excited to watch season 37. It is going to be an incredible season with lots of twists and turns. And thank you so much for those in the chat.
Now I'm realizing I'm glad we didn't have a tech challenge because we would have.
Maybe tech's not our thing, windsurfing's not our thing, but we can do many other things.
What we're planning to do this time, as just like coming out of our season a year ago, we wanted to try to share a little bit more, like seeing this perspective from the super fan and just like what we got out of it, and like we wanted to just share that excitement of all the other teams that are competing this season 37, everything that they're showing out there, whoever has a presence also on social media. We wanted to highlight that as well. As you know, like the season gets really busy between The Amazing Race and Survivor for all the
there's a lot going on CBS and other reality shows. So we wanted to kind of give everybody an overview, a little introduction of all the cast. Not necessarily an assessment. Maybe we'll throw in some predictions of what like the season might be, but not necessarily.
But I think as well, like there's other channels over there that we love that we got to see while we were racing, and like as well, they have gone through every single team with whatever little information we have. We joined Entertainment earlier today just to talk a little bit about it.
Yes, and we always tune in to James and Kayla and Bryce and Brooke on Purple Pants. So we love all of those. Oh, and Justin. We love all of those different podcasts, and that as super fans, we just
just want to have it all.
Yeah, we want to hear it all. So if we can be another source of fun and just a little bit of knowledge or information from the race, maybe some inside scoops.
Yeah, it seems that they're done casting season 38. They're casting season 39. We will see. But if any of you are interested in like little tips and tricks as a future racer, like we're here to give you all of that. What we have learned, how we would have done things. So I think that's going to be the approach that we're going to give this season. But with that, should we start with this?
Yeah, let's get to know the cast of season 37.
Also,
they're a pretty dynamic cast, I think.
Yeah, we are using here this image from Reality TV Fan on Instagram,
who, by the way, does an excellent job of finding all the little like unknown details and posting them. We get a lot of information from them.
So if you're not following that account, Reality TV, we will have them.
Yeah, Reality TV on Instagram.
I think there's an underscore somewhere in there.
I don't know. I don't know
Reality
how they do
TV _ fan.
Yes.
So there you go.
I'll post that.
Yeah, there is an underscore.
James.
There's an underscore in between the TV and the fan. So yeah, we love that account.
Yeah, and they always get like the best information ahead of time. They always know the cast.
But also it's really cool that like now seeing both sides of the coin is like they don't release anything before that could damage the teams or like for The Amazing Race, like whenever there's a spoils there, if there's a spoilers, they try to avoid getting the teams in trouble. But yeah, I mean, this is pretty much.
So this is season 37 cast right here. A very cool, dynamic, very queer season in a very awesome way.
Also, for what we have heard is that a lot of them like applied, like there wasn't that many recruited, if any. So everyone like.
And I've also heard a lot of super fans.
Yes.
A lot of people who have applied, have studied the race, which is really cool for us at least, because we know they're going to be committed. They're going to be
and there's going to the competition is going to be on top of everything. So this is going to be a really cool season. As far as we're seeing, there's going to be a bunch of twists. We have talked a bunch about the fork in the road, which is going to be the first one,
season,
and then we have
episode.
intersection for the second one. We'll see what else it's coming out.
I heard fast forwards, express pass,
U-turns.
Maybe
like the ones that we come. Maybe there might be something completely new
like
that we haven't seen. A voting U-turn.
A voting U-turn, maybe.
Yeah, on the speculations, we've seen that there's going to be.
It's going to be cool because we didn't necessarily get to do a lot of those things.
Yeah.
So it'll be fun to see the production really go like all out and to see how these teams kind of, have to
manage and adapt to this extra thing, because it's going to be another layer of.
So if you were to give like your top like advice or the top skill to have on the race, what would it be?
I think we were mentioning earlier that adaptability. But also, I think it's important if you, although you might want to have alliances, that you don't get too many alliances. And we have James on the chat, like they were committed to a group of people, and yes, they ended up making it far and making it forward. But it was that commitment that they weren't just like on top of everything. So now the next thing that we want to do is just highlight those teams that are on social media that we have found and that we're like falling in love as we see that how excited they are.
Something we do as super fans, once the cast is released, we go into a deep dive and kind of see like who's on social media, who's out there, kind of get a better sense of who these racers are going to be. Yeah,
I just want to go back again. Like it sometimes it can work, sometimes it doesn't. Yes. So it's just adapting. That's what I'm saying.
Every season is dynamic, no matter the racer
we have Carson and Jack over here.
Carson and Jack are here. The new green team.
But yeah, the pretty much what we want to do right now is just hype these teams that are hyping themselves, show you a little bit more, show you where you can find them. Mostly I did my search on Instagram, but I saw that some of them have YouTube channels. I wanted to just post whoever has posted something about the race, as well, to not get like too much on their personal stuff. But
listen, if your Instagram is public, you want to be seen.
Yeah. So why don't we start right now?
Okay. Yeah.
Another social media deep dive. It wasn't deep dive. It was on like top, like deep dive, because your cast got revealed.
I should say on the surface.
It got revealed your cast 3 weeks ago, so that's as far as you have gone. So pretty much just skim the top, but yeah.
Okay, so our first team we're gonna start with a very cool. I think we got to meet them this past.
They're
Wednesday.
Awesome. They're so excited, and they're really cool.
It is Pops and Jeff.
Yeah, you can see on top of there the Black Lumberjack and Pops and Jeff. They're the two accounts that you can find on Instagram. They're being again hyping it out. They're gonna have a premiere party.
Yeah. They're gonna have a premiere party to kick things off in their hometown. They're in St. Louis, Missouri. I think.
That is correct.
Both of them are lumberjacks. Pops is 65. If you didn't know, he's the one on the left with the gray beard. Like looking great. Very, very cool guy. Like super down to earth. This team. I'm pretty sure they're fans of the show as well.
Yeah, I really.
They look like they are physically ready for the race. They're both still lumberjacks. Yeah. So
they seem really excited. They seem really, in shape, as you can tell. But
I wonder what other reasons they went out for the race besides like being a cool dynamic team. Like what did they really want to get out of it? So I'm excited to see.
I think again we haven't seen any of the stories, so we will see all of this on the recap once we get to see a little bit more.
Hopefully
on the
first episode.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So then we have
another, parent and child team.
Melinda and Erica.
Yes.
And with them again, like I didn't find much. Erica is the one that has the Instagram account over here. I don't know
that Melinda has anything.
I didn't see anything so far. But yeah, this is another parent and child team.
Yeah, and they're kind of rocking like that light blue that Dan and Angie wear. So maybe they'll bring some of that spirit, like Melinda being a mom, a little bit older. She has some wisdom to her. I know there was like an interview with Phil saying that she wasn't sure how she was going to perform. I think moms kick butt, so I think she's going to be perfectly fine. She just has to have the confidence. I'm very excited to see their dynamic as well. They just look really sweet and fun.
Yeah. We're excited. I mean,
yeah, it's going to be cool, and it's nice to have like. I also feel like Erica and Jeff, they are there's a difference in their age as well. So like, I don't know. I think depending on how old you are,
because I mean,
if you're a really young kid, you might not have like.
But Eric is past 30, so yeah, like once you have passed that lap that you're not fighting with your parent as much.
Exactly, you're more in like an adult level rather than.
But where did we hear as an adult, which is usually the issue that happens. Like the parents just keep seeing the child as a child, and then they won't move on. Yeah,
but they're not going to have that problem.
We'll see. Our next team is Jonathan and Anna. Again, Anna is the one that has the social media presence over here is Anna_Towns. They've been posting much more with their colors, so you can see the top of her Instagram is just going to be videos about the race and how they were interviewed on local TV news. Mm-hmm. So again, it's just so exciting when you get these. You finally get to share. You have to wait multiple months until you get to share anything with anyone. So yeah, I mean,
and they said she's a stay-at-home mom, and he is.
I forgot.
But anyway, stay-at-home moms, again, people are like, oh, you just stay home with your kids. No, that is a full-time job, people. Let's have respect for the people who stay home and raise children, because it is a hard job nonstop.
I had all the info here for an entertainment cast assessment, and I put it all aside. But
it's okay.
Okay, our next team. Let's move to Nick and Mike.
Nick and Mike.
Awesome people as well. We got to talk to them. They have applied for the show 7 times. They made it far.
Yeah, they were saying they made it very far through the process, many times.
Twice.
And, like just in their fingertips, just about to get it. And finally this season they got on. And I feel like they're just really grateful to be on. They're super fans of the show.
They get a little snippet on the promo where they're sitting down and like meditating, because like we hope that everything is going well, but like that is a good take, just to stop for a second, like some sort of like reassess and then keep going.
So hopefully that keeps them level-headed. I know they're both very into like philanthropy. They do a lot of work with veterans. So check out their Instagram, I think. And they also have a podcast as well.
Here as well. Oh, yeah, that's true. They have a podcast. Yeah. Just here doing some promo for James and Kayla as well.
Check out, James has like a wealth of knowledge, and Kayla as well. And they're just so fun and dynamic to listen to. So check out their podcast as well.
I mean, Nick and Mike, they have a podcast as well that you can check. They have big following as well as Together the Fire Bros. But yeah, these are their Instagram accounts. I don't know if I find them somewhere else. I needed to do a deep dive on TikTok, because I know that a couple teams as well
are a little bit heavier on TikTok. We'll see how that kind of goes. I like seeing how people, kind of take advantage of, in a good way, of the race and the publicity and the stuff. Kind of see them more. Next team,
Han and Holden. So they actually created another Instagram account for together, Han and Holden together. Mm-hmm. Then they have their individual ones. They got really cool pictures with other teams and with Phil on the pre-screening of the first episode in Atlanta a month ago.
That is very cool.
Yeah, so they got these really cool photos. They posted them as well.
Yeah, the fact that they got to go and like pre-screen the first episode, which is crazy to think, because when you're on the race, you have no clue what's going on with other teams until you watch the show. So they kind of got like an early,
and you start hearing what everyone says behind and all of that, which is
you hear like, oh, what about this team? What about that team? The producers ask you all these questions, so it's pretty interesting. I think they what's this?
I think having one calm person on the team helps a lot. Like César just kept Okay, perspective even under stress. Yep.
Absolutely. And it's funny because I think they're both very young. They're in their 20s. And, with age comes wisdom, but you can also be like an old soul. I know Phil said that Holden is an old soul. So maybe that really they've got energy and.
Well, they're ready to have fun. I think they're ready to have fun. The world is going to be their playground, and I think they're ready for anything that is going to be thrown at them. So yeah, really excited about this team as well. Like they seem super fun on whatever I've seen online about them. And then we get to our next team, Jack and Carson. They are everywhere, and I have to say that I'm obsessed with this photo shoot that they did.
Yes.
They posted it, a couple when the cast was revealed, and it was so much fun to see how creative they are. I almost got jealous of why didn't we think of something like that, right? They have a huge presence on YouTube as well. They have a channel,
yes,
a YouTube channel. Jack is on TikTok, and he created this filter ranking all the teams. So you have 3 more days to use that TikTok without knowing anything about the teams, and just try to rank them. That you can see it on the top left corner, that filter, just to rank the teams. You get 10 spots,
which is kind of cool. I wish we had that for ours.
I know. I mean, I'm telling you, I'm just jealous of everything that they are doing. But now it's just telling me that they are
they're very thoughtful. They think through things. I think that's something their gaming background's really going to help them, because the race is a game. You have to
again another team that is ready to enjoy everything and all, and just have fun in the whole thing.
And we've hung out a couple times, and it's been really cool to get to know.
So we might be a little biased as well.
Well, I think if we met everybody in person,
that's true. We will be biased with everyone. I mean, that's true. That's true. At this point, we have met more people, but Then our next team that we have here, both of them have Instagram accounts.
Yes.
I think Kerrigan has TikTok as well. So again.
Yeah, they look really, really fun. I think they're going to be
on their social media. Look at those laughs on the video that they had on the little promo. They already did a couple local interviews as well, and they just seem again super fun.
And look at this on the right hand side. Is that Kerrigan or Byrne? Kerrigan. Look at all her tattoos.
Yeah, I think I'm right. Yeah, yes, it's Kerrigan.
Okay.
Yeah,
total badass. She's got all the henna type tattoo, and then Darth Vader. So maybe she's a little bit of a nerd as well. Super excited. They're gonna be fun to watch. I'm very excited.
Then our next team that we have, who is it? Alyssa and Josiah.
Yes.
Alyssa is the one that has the Instagram account over here. They haven't posted much about it, but still you can see that they're a lovable couple.
They're Philly natives like me, or I don't know if they're natives, but they live in Philadelphia. So
nurses anesthetists as well, from our season Vinny and Amber. So I think they're gonna do good. Yeah.
I think being a nurse really does give you an advantage. You kind of have this, I don't know, level-headedness, or at least being able to understand that this is a really stressful situation. You can't panic.
I just love their love. Whatever I'm seeing online, it is just seems really cool. Seems that they're
support
just
each other really well.
And you can see it as well in the promo for a
what was the one thing she says in the promo? She goes, "Oh, that's trouble in paradise." She does, which is kind of a funny catchphrase, right? Because I'm wondering what she's observing as they were tying something. Do you see? Okay. Anyway, they're tying something, and she's peeking over Josiah's shoulder, and she's like, "Ooh, trouble in paradise," which means that she's really paying attention to her surroundings.
Yeah,
that just gives me a glimpse. But also, she's got some good
Then the next
one-liners.
Team that we have, it's also really big on social media. They have a YouTube channel, Lori's Say Blogs.
Scott and Lori.
They also have both of them have Instagram, and I find them really entertaining. They were on Raid the Cage.
Yeah, they're on Raid the Cage, and they did really well.
Yeah. I mean, they were really entertaining.
Super
so I think
competitive. So it was a nice glimpse of what they might bring to the race.
I think it's going to be as well really fun to see them.
Really
parents
nice.
of 8 boys. So I think it's
I have 4 sisters. I have no brother, so I couldn't even imagine being in a house with that many boys. So good for her.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty certain they're also like super fans of the show.
Yeah.
So they're going to be thinking a lot about what decisions to make, which way to go. Hopefully they keep a level head, and just keep pushing forward. I think they're going to do not to assess, but I think they're going to have a really good time.
And we're going to have a great time watching them.
Yeah.
So that's going to be. And as for the other 3 teams that we're missing, I did not find much of them on social media, but we wanted to bring them up as well, just for a mention. Courtney and Jasmine, which are one of my picks to make a top 3. I think we haven't heard much about them. Again, I haven't found them anywhere, so I just
they're kind
feel
of like incognito.
Yeah.
We'll pop their picture up in a second.
So I feel like they might do good. We'll see. We haven't seen much about them.
Yes.
And then
they look really sweet. They're probably people I'd like to hang out with.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's really good. They're both. I can't see under their arm there if there's a compass on their watch. I wonder like how much preparation they did, or we just want more. I think they're going to be. They're going to be one of those like solid teams. Maybe not necessarily like super over the top, but ready to go.
And then we have Ernest and Bridget.
Yeah.
Father and daughter. Again, I couldn't find much about them. The only thing that I really get impressed is like the wrapping of Bridget
in the promo.
Doing the promo.
Sting like
so I think that was
whatever. I said sting like a butterfly. You could sting like a butterfly, I guess.
I don't know about that.
Yeah. Well, look, if you look closely on his arm, he has a little compass. So maybe he's done some research.
We did not use the compass at all.
Well, listen, it is something to have, and it's something to remember from what you watch, right?
It's to come prepared.
So it's to come prepared. And he's a retired police
chief, not chef.
Police chief. A police chief. So that takes a lot of like strategy, organization. You have to be able to work with teams in a high stress environment. So I think they'll do well.
But I think we can say about the same thing for retired firefighters.
Yes, Mark and Larry, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, retired firefighters. I'm saying don't let age fool you. They look like
they look in shape.
They look
so
in shape.
I think again, age is wisdom.
Couldn't really find anything about them. I think somebody joked that one of them looks like Santa.
Yeah.
I could see it. But maybe they have a jovial personality. I know Phil in his interview said that they have like a really close bond, and they really appreciate each other's friendship, which is really cool. To be able to do something with your best friend like this is, once in a lifetime.
And then the very last thing that I have to share, I don't know if we have the image, the Discord now, and I think that is something that I've been finding really cool, to have a community as well, where like pretty much everyone messages every day. There's different prompts every day. There's a team of the day that people talk about it. So yeah, that one is a Amazing Race Hub, and you can find it as well on Instagram. And finally, we have the premiere parties.
Yeah, so a lot of the cast is doing a premiere party in many different cities, many different places. So if you are around or near these places, check them out. Mike
St. Louis, LA, Utah, Vegas, and New York. Both of them in Brooklyn. So there's
Jack and Carson are doing one in Brooklyn. Mike and Nick are doing one in Brooklyn.
Also in Brooklyn. Scott and Lori in Utah. Brett and Mark in Las Vegas. Pops and Jeff in St. Louis, and Jonathan and Anna in LA, as well with Bryce and Wen, that we love those events.
Yeah, so they'll be there with Bryce and Wen. I mean, it's really fun if you can make it out to one of these.
For tickets, I can just contact the teams directly on Instagram, message them, and just ask how can you get a ticket for that for each party. And we're really excited to see season 37.
We'll be at Barry Park with
Jack and Carson, previous racers.
And some previous racers. It's always a good time, and it's cool to be surrounded by fans.
And just to talk with other fans, as fans talking with other fans and talking about their favorite show, our favorite show. But yeah, that's really cool. So for now, this is it. We're gonna be recapping in a way.
We'll come on, weekly and try and give like a little opinion on what's happened. Not necessarily like a full entire recap. I know a lot of other podcasts do like, okay, the detour, and then they like take everything apart. We'll probably do some of that. Maybe just some like first reactions, what we maybe would have done. We'd love to have guests on. So if you have an idea of who you'd love to see come up with us, you can leave it in the comment section, and we'll try and reach out to them and see if they'll come on and talk about an episode with us.
But at this point, you haven't subscribed, just subscribe to the channel.
Yeah.
We love talking about our favorite show. And I mean, we're really excited for this season.
Yeah, we're really excited. I think as super fans, we look forward to it every week. It's kind of like an escape from reality, and I think for us it'll be fun to see all these different twists and turns. Are there going to be some social games happening? What else are these teams going to come up with? 14 teams,
and also finally getting to know the teams. That's something that
that's really what the show's all about, right? It's like relationships.
Yeah.
So who are we going to see? Who are we going to hang out with on a week-to-week basis for 90 minutes? And we're going to cheer on. So
thanks so much for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. If you want, we're also on Instagram.
Yeah, if you want to catch up on
César, catch up on what we're doing. Tons of travel this year. We're just in Mexico City. We're off to Japan next month. And then maybe Italy this summer, and then we have all of our trips still from Expedia. So we've got lots of travel going on. So if you want to keep up with us, check us out on Instagram.
And until next time.
Yeah. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.